I think Cleveland is also a great trade partner for Brock Purdy. You know, you don't like Shedeur Sanders. You don't like Cam Ward. You know, you need somebody to actually kind of right the ship of your horrible quarterback choices in the past. Bringing in Brock Purdy will work with Cleveland. You know, I said this early on in the offseason. If Deebo Samuel is gone, hang it up. Nobody's safe. If Deebo gets moved, I don't think that there's a contract on this roster that's safe. And judging off of the very hot and heavy goodbye letter that he gave to Kyle, I don't think there's anybody that can top that as far as what they mean to the team. So, yeah, I think it's a yard sale, man. Nobody's safe. And I like that. You know, we haven't won. We've been grinding away at the same team for over 5 years. And it's time for us to either move on from the team or move on from the regime. They want to keep the regime, so the team's got to go.
Well, the thing with Brock, Albert Breer was on the Rich Eisen show yesterday, and he said, Rich Eisen asked him flat out, like, is the Jason Lockenfora report correct? $45 million a year initial offer. And Breer said, I think it's pretty clear that the Niners want him in the 40s, and Purdy's camp wants him to be paid in the 50s. Well, if that's the case, and they're, $5 to $10 million per year apart, that's significant. Remember, they were talking about wanting to get this done quickly. They didn't. They haven't. I think they're further apart than maybe they thought they would be. And if that's the case, and they can't get this done by the freaking draft, and the Titans or the Browns or the Giants call the Niners and ask for Purdy, and they can get Ward or Sanders, I'd be into that. I'd even be into Jalen Milroe. Jackson Dart. There are any number of any quarterback on a rookie deal. You could get two in this draft. Once upon a time, Kyle Shanahan got RG3 and Kirk Cousins in the same draft. I just want quarterbacks on rookie deals. I just want to get quarterbacks on rookie deals. You could get Jackson Dart, whomever. But yeah, I'm really not afraid of doing that. I'm much more afraid of giving big bucks to a quarterback who hasn't really proven he's worth it.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you on this front. I don't agree with Jalen Milroe, and I'm an Alabama fan, so I'm not.
That's okay. I'm cool being on that.
You've been doing this a lot with Jalen Milroe. You have been standing on the Jalen Milroe wagon for a while. I'm not a Jalen Milroe guy, but I wouldn't be mad at a Jackson Dart. I think that also Brady Cook out of Mizzou. I love Brady Cook. I think that he'd be awesome to come here and get on the team. Then you also have some really good guys coming in with Kyle McCord out of Syracuse. Also, Dylan Gabriel out of Oregon is another guy. So, look, right now, I've always seen Brock as a solid quarterback, as a starter, obviously a starter. But if you're moving forward, I ended off the year. I'm going to end the year off the same way I'm starting into the offseason. I'm keeping the same energy. Brock Purdy is a bridge. He's a bridge quarterback. And I think the Niners see that with offering him $45 million, if that's true. Starting out with $45 million. You don't cut off your nose to spite your face, pay this guy generational money, all right, and then all of a sudden have to excuse it away until we finally have to get rid of him and Kyle. I think the Niners are smart. They're moving forward in the right direction. They were prisoners of the moment, especially when it comes to the season. We're going to push forward and do the best we can for Brock. And asking obvious questions during the season is kind of funny. The first thing that came to mind when I heard about the Jason Lockenfora deal, the Jason Lockenfora report about the $45 million, the first thing that came to mind is when Jed said that Brock Purdy is our number one quarterback. You can print that. He's the guy that's here to stay. You can print that. It's just It's so funny how the tables have turned, man. Now that we're closer to, the season, so
it's Jed, you might want to talk to your parents about that before you start making claims in public.
Yeah.
Sure
before that? Exactly.
Because you haven't done it yet. Things change.
Yeah.
Things happen.
Yeah, you might want to pull back on that, bud, before you start making in the middle of a losing season. Before you start
calling someone bud. I do.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Listen, buddy. Yeah.
Come here,
best.
Yeah. I think we need to normalize white guy sayings. You know what I mean?
There's some good ones.
White guy, Who do you think you are, pal? You're skating on thin ice. That's a
Who
good
do you
one.
think you're calling pal, bud?
Yeah. You got another thing coming. I like that one.
I like that one too. Do you think that the Titans would be interested in Brock Purdy? They have the number 1 pick. They could get Abdul Carter, they could get Cam Ward, or they could get Brock Purdy. That one seems rich. I mean, I don't know. It's maybe Brock's a good country singer, and maybe
Let's ask the well, number one, he'd be a huge hit in Tennessee just for culture. But let's go ahead and get it out the way right now. Is Cam Ward better than Brock Purdy?
I think he is. I mean, it's
Then
hard
Brock
to say
Purdy-
that,
then
right? Like
there's
he's
no
a college
way.
quarterback. We've seen Brock
Right.
in playoff games, but yeah, I would take Cam.
Yeah, I guess my point
And it's
is
not just that. Is like, would you rather have Cam on a rookie deal for the next 4 years or Brock Purdy and give him an extension right now?
we're answering our own question.
Yeah.
Right? Because even if it's close, you don't take Brock Purdy with a deal coming. You still go get the rookie because fiscally you're in a better position. And even if Brock Purdy was better, right, you still got to look at the fact that you got to pay him.
So probably not the first pick. And then you get to Cleveland. They might want Brock, but can they afford Brock after paying Watson? I don't know if they can.
look, man.
So if you can't get the top 2 picks, then it takes us to the Giants. The Giants are interesting because, well, the top 2 quarterbacks could be gone. Would it be worth it to trade for the number 3 pick and get Jackson Dart?
Well, they've got $45 million in cap space. Man, I really want to just lie on camera, but I can't. I'd take Jackson Dart over Brock Purdy. You don't trade the number 3 overall pick for Brock Purdy, bro. Because you know what even though this doesn't make
sense, do though is trade 3 for Purdy and 11.
All right, you know
That
what
would be the move.
You know, this doesn't make sense at all. At all. This has no bearing on the conversation. But the moment Brock Purdy gets traded for a first round pick, him being Mr. Irrelevant is going to come up. Even though he's played in Super Bowls, even though he's gone to the playoffs, he's 3 years removed away from him being a rookie. If he gets traded for a first round pick, I know that's what I would be saying if I was on another team. Even if Brock Purdy did his thing, I say, dude, we traded a first round pick for Mr. Irrelevant. And the fact that still comes up about Brock is all you need to know about. I think that, I don't know, would the Niners trade Brock for a second?
I mean, no. But I think you get more than a second for Brock. He should be worth more than that. He's starting
Who,
quarterback. The Giants.
I don't see
What
it.
are the Giants going to do at quarterback? Nothing. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. They're going to suck one way or another.
They're going to suck anyway.
Yeah, so what's the point?
Yeah, but look, there are some viable quarterbacks out there that have Giants written all over them, right? If you look at it, you know, all your young guys are still out there. Justin Fields, Daniel Jones. I don't believe that Sam Darnold signed his deal yet, did he?
No.
No. Zach Wilson is out there. Jacoby Brissett is out there. Marcus Mariota. Drew Lock is still out there. I said Justin Fields already, I believe. Joe Flacco is somebody who I think Joe Flacco's going to come here. Mac Jones is still out. They've got options. I don't think that going to go get Brock Purdy. And then another thing, going to get Brock Purdy would constitute that he's yours. Like, he's your guy, right? This isn't a winning team, right? I can see if they had like infrastructure around and a quarterback would change everything. Kind of like what the Rams did. They got rid of a quarterback to get a better quarterback, but they had infrastructure. The team was already there. The Giants have holes all over the place. They're not trading one of the best generational picks that you have for a guy that you already know what he can do, on top of the fact that you got to pay him. How do they float that on top of what they paid Daniel Jones? It would be almost like going right back into the Daniel Jones situation, but shorter and slower. Just being honest.